Alright everyone, today is the day. We're finally doing sway bars on the Miata. I've been talking about this for literally about a year now, and it's about time. So here they are. These are whiteline sway bars, very high quality. We're gonna have to take off all the aero that Ethan and I put on pretty recently, the front splitter and then the rear diffuser, and then we begin what people say is a very tedious job, but we will be the judges of that. So let's see. Alright, update. We've got the rear diffuser off as well as the front splitter. So now we're pretty much at where someone with a stock ND would be starting at. So we've got to get the under tray off. We do have the rear sway bar out, and I'll show you guys the difference between these. This is the stock one, and this is the one we're putting in. This looks like a toothpick compared to this, so hopefully big improvement. Stay tuned. R154 in here.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! Yep, I'm helping filming. I'm just filming here.
You helping install the sway bars?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good friend right there.
I got you, man.
So you're gonna put the front one in for us? You know, everyone online says the front sway bar on these cars is a terrible job, and that it should take like 8 hours, and that you should have a shop do it. So I really appreciate you offering to do it for me.
Yeah, of course, bro. I got you, man.
Yeah. Oh.
That sway bar is so small. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that it's small. It works. It works.
I would say it gets the job done, but it actually doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
It's too small.
Oh.
Oh man, really?
Man.
That one hurts.
Just like everything else in my life, bro.
Man.
Where's the blue boy?
Alright, quick intermission from the sway bar to listen to Eric's Prius.
What's going on, guys? This is my super reliable 2010 Prius. Let me fire it up for you guys.
Ethan, what's the update?
Fuck this.
So, we read online that the front is a pain in the ass, and so us being confident assholes, we're like, it's probably not as hard as the idiots online say it is. Update, it is.
Exactly as hard as
it's
the idiots
absolutely just as hard as people say it is. Hold on, let me fix my ISO so you guys can see. Here we are in the front. This is the sway bar right here. And if you can see, it goes up into the void above all this shit. It disappears. That's it right in there. It really is remarkably inaccessible.
6 hours later.
Alright, so update. We've disconnected the front sway bar from the end link here. And then there's a plastic retaining wall that goes right there that we've taken off. We've also disconnected the front radiator support here so that this can move forward. And so I think now, with the very, very limited room that we have, we're just going to try to squeeze this thing out from this side. Because I don't want to drop the subframe.
Diffuser.
So close. Oh.
Browning.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Okay.
Oh, yanking it.
Yeah! Good shit. Oh. We had to take off like the radiator support and then these plastic retaining things, and then also whatever was holding up this hose on the other side. Yeah, this shit. But we didn't drop the subframe.
Subframe was not dropped. To be fair, we have yet to put in the new thicker one.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah. Oh, so it goes in like this. We think. Alright, update. This job is a bitch. We've had to take.
No, not 8 hours.
We've had to take off
Certainly not 8 hours.
fender liners, take off the fog light on both sides, all this under tray stuff, radiator supports, all this, and we've just managed to squeeze the whiteline sway bar through after literally an hour of fiddling. You just have to get it in this little crack and wiggle it until you get the right angle. And now we're just disconnecting the tie rod to get this on the correct side, and then we should be good.
8 hours later.
Okay, guys, so quick.
Hard.
Yeah, so Anyways, we got the sway bar in. Like I said, now is just the reassembly. So we put the fog light back in. We've got to put the fender liner back in, the under tray, and then the tie rod end links, the new end links, because the kit came with some new end links.
Oh my god.
Eric's been a really good friend helping us
Hell
out.
no, man.
I can see it.
Yep, really helpful information there from Eric.
Really good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job, man.
We also simultaneously, while doing this job, installed an angle kit.
Alright guys, it is multiple hours later, and we have finally got the sway bar in. You can see it back there, the new one. Much thicker than the stock sway bar. Okay, that's loud. Ugh. So, I'm hoping that it will feel a lot better, because that job was honestly a pain in the ass. But it wasn't as bad as some people online made it sound. So, we'll see. We're going to go on a drive tonight, and we'll see. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's actually a couple days later, and I'm just going to be talking about my impressions of the sway bars. I actually recorded on the day of, but my reaction was so like incoherent because I was so in shock that the footage just didn't turn out well. So I thought I'd just record this to really talk about what I think of these sway bars. And I'll just say, if there are any ND owners watching this right now that are debating whether or not they should put sway bars on their car, do it. 100%. The sway bars have essentially transformed this car in two main ways. The first one, which is kind of unforeseen, is that this car no longer rubs at all with these sway bars. So for a year and a half, I had a really bad rubbing issue with this car. I raised it pretty high. I rolled both my fenders. I ran stiffest setting on my coilovers, and it just kept rubbing. I mean, I thought just the fender wells were too small in this car, which I'm still convinced they are, but these sway bars almost entirely eliminate my rubbing issue, and the car, it feels amazing not having to worry about rub in this car. All my fellow ND owners will know how big of an issue the rub can be without sway bars, and God, if you're looking for a way to solve that rub, sway bars, I mean, it really, yeah, it's awesome. So not harping too much on the rubbing, I will get right into the handling. I really can't put into words how much of a difference these sway bars make on this car. And I can't speak on the effectiveness of sway bars on other cars because I'm not sure, but on the ND specifically, the difference is night and day. I mean, stock, the body roll on this thing is really unbearable. Hitting traffic here, I'll cut for a second. All right, past the traffic. What I was saying though is, with these sway bars, the body roll is completely tamed. I mean, way more so than coilovers ever did. And it feels amazing. I mean, this car really feels planted now. Oh, that's a deer. Ooh. No, but this car really feels planted. I mean, the stereotype is that people always say, oh, it feels like it's on rails. But God, this thing really does. The grip levels are so much higher because the outside wheels aren't just basically lifting on hard cornering. It feels so much more predictable now that the body isn't rolling to every side on the corners. I mean, the turn-in is super precise now. The turn-in before, it almost felt like you turned in and the suspension turned in, then you had to wait half a second for the chassis to follow. It felt like it was lagging. This just feels all one direct pointed turn. It feels great, man. I mean, I really, I probably sound like I'm raving, but these things make such a difference on this car. This is one of those mods that I am smacking myself for not doing earlier, really. So that's about it, guys. I really appreciate you watching. These were an absolute process, but like I mentioned, if you've got an ND and you're looking to drive it quick, I would really recommend these. They make the car feel amazing. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day.